Hello folks, Michael Castelli with Castelli Consulting. You know, we're all getting used to self-isolating and working out of the home right now and dealing with the coronavirus issues, and you know, it can be a bit stressful. And working out of the home is a lot different than working in an office environment, and especially if you're an executive that's used to working in the field, it's very different. So you really have to be structured and organized in order to have a day that's enjoyable as well as productive, because working out of the home can in fact be a lot more enjoyable than working in an office environment at times. So with that said, I wanted to share some of the things that I did when I started working out of the home the majority of the time, things that kept me efficient and kept me focused. First and foremost, when you wake up in the morning, you know, get out there and get that blood circulating. Go on out, you know, as long as it's a quiet, non-crowded environment. If you want to take a run, take your run, or if you have the equipment in the house, do it in the house. Bottom line is, get your blood circulating, right? Have yourself a nice breakfast. Not heavy, a nice light breakfast. But with that said, make sure you take your vitamins, your Juice Plus. Make certain that you refresh yourself and you're ready to go for the day. Take a nice shower. Don't start working in the clothes that you slept in. You know, you want to be refreshed when you sit down. And then something that's really worked for me is taking my day and breaking it up into 3 pieces in order to keep me structured in how I attack the day. What I mean by that is I break my day up into the profit equation. So in the morning, I always start talking sales first. You want to talk to your people, whether it's one-on-ones on sales, whether it's vendors or partners. You start the day by talking sales. Now, as the day progresses and you get into the early afternoon, you want to schedule time to have lunch. So, you know, have lunch with your spouse, your husband, your wife, your significant other. Have lunch with the kids. Laugh a little bit. Forget about work for about an hour. Again, get outside if it's not a crowded environment. Take a little bit of a walk. Refresh yourself, clear your head, and then come back to work and start your afternoon session. Now, in the afternoon, you talk about operational activities, whether you want to talk about OpEx initiatives, whether you want to talk about loss prevention initiatives, whatever the case may be. In the morning, you had a heavy focus on sales. In the early afternoon, make a heavy focus on operational activities. Then, late afternoon, take another little break, another 30-minute break if you want. Get a cup of coffee and energy drink, take a short walk, whatever the case may be. Get away from that laptop. Again, clear your head. And then come back late afternoon, focus on your expenses. You know, even with all this craziness going on right now, expenses are still important. You need to look at your expenses, or you want to start thinking strategically about post-coronavirus initiatives you want to start working on, because that will come and you need to be prepared. But if you break up your day that way, sales in the morning, operational activities in the early afternoon, expenses in the late afternoon, at the end of the day, you just focused on all pieces of the profit equation. Now, as the day wraps up, you want to outline what you accomplished during the day. What is carrying over for the next day? It's very important that you do that, because you want to make certain that the next day you're structured in your activities and your initiatives. And then when you wrap up, go have dinner with the family, sit down, relax a little bit. Again, forget about work, laugh a little bit, lighten up a little bit. After dinner, if you want to spend about 30 minutes to structure the next day, do so. That way when you wake up the next morning, you're relaxed, you know exactly what you need to accomplish. And you can get into it after you've had your breakfast, after you have refreshed yourself and started for the next day. Folks, it's important that we understand that with what is going on right now, we have got to be flexible and we've got to be willing to change and embrace change. You know, if something happens throughout the course of the day and you've got to change your list of activities, change the list of activities, do it. You can do that, but just keep yourself structured in everything that you do, but also know that there will be times when you have to change. Also, stay in contact with your people. Remember, remain calm, confident, and connected with your people. People are going through a tough time right now, so you have to stay in communications with your people. Make certain they're okay. I hope these tips help you. I'm going to post them on my website, www.castelliconsulting.net. as well as on LinkedIn. As always, thank you for all you do. Have a great day. Take care.